This is how you do entry level. PXN V99 review coming up right here, right now. Greetings from me, you're watching RomRom, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing. Today we're once again reviewing a sim racing product that could interest you. Thanks to all those who come here often, especially those who subscribe, and even more, our patrons. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. I still remember having the itch to sim race, and soon after getting a fantastic offer in a bundle of Toka Racing 2, which was called DTM2 in Germany, and the Logitech Momo Racing Wheel for a stupidly low price. So as you can imagine, there is nothing further from my mind than dissing on cheap entry level wheels. I may be driving a Simukube on a rig and heading a channel about sim racing, but I spent days racing on Toka 2 and 3 and later GTR 2 and Race 07, and let's say I got a lot of mileage out of my Momo wheel. For anyone who's got that sim racing itch but doesn't want to commit thousands of Euro USD or whatever other seashells you need, Chinese company PXN has an offer to make. Sadly, without bundling it with any software. Oh well. But it's still an enticing offer with a dual motor gear base you can put on your desk or on a rig, a rim that even has clutch pedals, an H-pattern shifter and 3 pedals. Let's take a closer look. Let's first check out the system. After a couple of tries I was able to set everything up in 5 minutes, so even if you are strapped for time, you'll have this system set up in no time. The clamps are a strange construction, as if they were an afterthought, as they bring base and desk together by sheer pressure, which you have to set up with an Allen key provided by PXN. This is not as stable as I'd like it to be, but on the other hand it even survived my tests on Wreckfest, which is an impressive feat considering how wild I get on Wreckfest. I still don't trust the clamps completely and think the idea is too optimistic. The wheel seems to be more comfortable set up on a wreck, but it should hold well enough for normal and of course truck driving. Speaking about trucks, the H-pattern shifter not only shifts well and reliably, it even has a button for parking position and a button for changing between high and low gears, which is especially interesting for truck racing. Nice. Moving on to the rim, enough buttons for an entry-level offer, although I miss some rotary buttons. The shift pedals are functional, have a loud click, but you can't really feel a gear shift, much less if you are wearing gloves. Interestingly enough, for an entry-level proposition, the rim even has clutch pedals, which are fine, granular enough to be used as such, or even in rally or rallycross situations as a handbrake, or if you have mobility problems as throttle and brake. Don't expect miracles, this is an entry-level system and not high-end engineering, but I must say I was pleasantly surprised by their presence and their granularity. The base also has a switch that delivers either 270 or 900 degrees, which ends up being important when you jump from, say, Wreckfest to a racing sim. The way the system is delivered makes the wheel be completely straight, but another point in PXN's favor, you can change the angle easily with the same Allen key you use on the clamps. The pedals, well, it's got 3 of them and they are okay, but they are the weakest point in this offering, as was to be expected. Sure, I'm spoiled by the IMSIM pedals, see the link up there, but there are better pedals in other entry-level systems. These will most assuredly be the first thing you will change for better pedals. On the other hand, pedals should be where you try to get the best gear you can afford anyway. Within the whole offering, the pedals are by far the weakest link and not worthy of the rest. Even the Camus LC100 are better. It doesn't help either that the pedal cable is a tad too short. Interestingly enough, the PXN software, which is only available for mobile devices, allows you to set up curves for the pedals. Nice idea, try offering better pedals, PXN. It's strange that the components all have a different way to connect. For the H-pattern shifter you need to connect 2 different cables and then it uses its own USB connection. The pedals have their own cable, the clamps, as I said, are an afterthought. As happened with the LC100, I got the impression that different teams or engineers had worked on the different parts, and when it came to put it all together, they stuck to their own idea and everything had to be accommodated for. Or I may be missing some important decisions regarding the electronics. Driving the PXN is nice enough with enough force feedback and granularity in the driving feeling to get a first glimpse into sim racing and start scratching that sim racing itch. As is to be expected at this price, we neither get the force feedback force nor the finesse of a DD system, but I don't go asking GT3 handling at the price of a Cinquecento anyway, and you shouldn't either. The shift paddles were okay and reacted well enough within reason, as did the H pattern shifter. Because of the high-low button, it was also fun to race trucks, which was an unexpected bonus, as were the clutch pedals. The pedals, oh well. I've already said I find them weak, muddy and the weakest offering, so let's move on. There's no doubt that at the price of €230 USD or 210 British pound, this is an entry-level offering for those wanting to scratch an initial itch. And truth to be told, the base, the wheel and the H pattern shifter are surprisingly good for that price. The wheel is PlayStation compatible, although for a PS5 you need to buy an extra receiver. Look, this is not Acetec or SimuCube. The rim is not GSI or Cube controls, and the pedals are existent, but at this price it's an interesting offer to do your first steps, I mean kilometers, in sim racing. A cheap-ish way to find out if sim racing is for you. If PXN offered better pedals, it would be an unmitigated thumbs up from me. Be aware you'll end up buying new pedals very soon if you want to keep going the path of sim racing. Other than that, excellent entry-level offer.